Yeah, good evening, all of you, please. Good evening, all of you. Is it inaudible?
Yeah, it is audible.
Yeah, Neha, Sharma, Vaibhav, Yash, for joining. Yeah. So before start the session, let us fix our agenda, guys, please. Let us fix our agenda, guys, please. So up to this point, what we have understood, guys, please. What is DevOps? We understood very clearly. What is cloud? We understood. What is multi-cloud also we understood very clearly. What is DevOps? What is cloud? What is multi-cloud? We understood very clearly in the last session. Clear all of you. But today, we're going to be discussing about what is AWS, how to create AWS account, how to create AWS server. So let us experience for today's session. That is in exactly our class for today. And before starting the session, so let us fix our roadmap. So we are going to be covered Linux basics, shell script basics, and then we're going to be starts with what? Multi-cloud. Multi-cloud. The multi-cloud, we are going to be discussing complete AWS administration, complete Azure administration we are going to be discussing as please. Under multi-cloud. So totally we are going to be discussing about, yes please. We're going to be dividing into the 3 models, or let us go for 4 models. The first model is what? Compute model. And storage model. And network model. And database model, and so many things. But so the entire AWS or Azure, we dividing into the 4 models. The computing model, we are going to be learning in AWS, in Azure also, in storage model, in AWS, in Azure also, in networking model, AWS and Azure also. In the same way, database also. These 4 models we are going to be learning in multi-cloud. Multi-cloud, guys, please. But the multi-cloud, not only graphically, these are entire models, either computing model or a storage model or a networking model or a database model, all the models. Okay. So not only we are learning graphical user interface, we're going to be learning CLI, command line also. And we're going to be learning file format like CloudFormation as well as ARM. And we are going to be learning Terraform also. So this infrastructure, we can automate it. We can able to create either by graphical representation. We can able to use CLI, CF, ARM, and Terraform also. That's what we are going to be spending more time on. The same thing what we have learned. So graphically we're learning, commandly we're going to be learning, file format we're going to be learning. In Terraform also we're going to be learning. That's what it's going to be taking too much time. Got it. But then we're going to be discussing about DevOps with multi-cloud. DevOps with what? Multi-cloud. Totally. So AWS administration will be covered here. Azure administration will be covered, comes under multi-cloud. And as well as DevOps with multi-cloud also, we are going to be learning, guys, please. We're going to be learning. So this is we're dividing into the 3 models. The first model is Ansible model. And Docker and Kubernetes, KTS. The third one is what? CI/CD. Continuous integration, continuous delivery. And monitoring tools like we are going to be learning ELK and so this is in exactly 4. That means the complete DevOps completes with complete DevOps with multi-cloud, Ansible model, Docker and Kubernetes model, CI/CD model, and monitoring model. But by end, we'll do one project. And so project piece we'll implement. These projects will be covered under this course itself, not separately. So these projects majorly we are gonna be implementing. We are gonna be implementing the projects. We are trying to deploy Java application by CI/CD pipeline with Ansible on. With Ansible. So deploying Java application by using on AWS infrastructure. Same, but we are deploying. We can implement. We are implementing Azure CI/CD pipeline with Docker and Kubernetes. So these 2 are major projects, and moreover, many projects also we're gonna be discussing. For example, let's say let's say in cloud also, totally two major projects we're implementing. In cloud also, two projects are totally comes under, four projects will comes under in multi-cloud. See, if it is go for it in the below, we can see here how we can scale auto scaling. Okay, in AWS, how to scaling infrastructure in Azure. So these two projects, one project in AWS and the same thing in Azure, and how to build a network, the complete network setup in AWS, and a same way Azure also. These four projects also we're gonna be implementing on multi. We are gonna be implementing. We're gonna be implementing. So Ansible one mini project, Docker and Kubernetes one project, and CI/CD also one project. So completely these three mini projects also will comes under DevOps, and we're gonna be discussing two major projects also will be covered. So one of the project is look like this only. Let me show you. Clear like this. One of the project. Clear. I hope you people are understands very clearly what we are gonna be. Okay, so before starts for today, we're gonna be discussing about what is AWS for today. What is AWS for today? And then how to create AWS account and how to create a server. Let us experience one by one. So first of all, what is a data center, please? Anybody help me? What is a data center? I use computing power keeping in a rack wise. The huge computing power keeping in a rack wise in a big room we calling as a data center. These data centers are located in different geographical locations. Like in Singapore, in UK, in London, in so many places. From these data centers, if we can able to access, any infrastructure or internet from a laptop is nothing but what exactly cloud is nothing but what cloud. What is a cloud computing as, please? The remote placed resources, such as servers, network, database, storage, if you can access over internet from a laptop is nothing but what exactly cloud computing. But any cloud is a rental based infrastructure only. Any cloud is a rental based infrastructure only. But by using cloud, we are not buying anything. We are not buying any physical server. We're going to be getting only rental servers only. Rental servers only. It is just like a Ola, Uber or cabs gas, please. So for example, so just for reaching a railway station, instead of buying a new car, so just book a Ola, Uber, getting into the car within 10 minutes, reach your railway station, whatever tariff you need to pay it. Clear. The same way, just for deploying our applications, just for deploying for applications, just for deploying a Flipkart kind of applications, what kind of infrastructure is required? What kind of infrastructure is required? We can able to get it from cloud, and we can able to get this infrastructure based on usage. We're gonna be pay rent. But which cloud, guys, please? Which clouds we gonna be learning? So in the market, so the leading cloud providers there are AWS, Microsoft Azure and Google. But so we are gonna be learning these two clouds, guys, please. AWS and Microsoft Azure. These two clouds we are gonna be learning. We're gonna be learning, guys, please. These two clouds. But if we go for deploying our applications by using DevOps process, we require a infrastructure, as we discussed in the last session. So by using DevOps, we are gonna be implementing an automated DevOps transparent pipeline, or not, tell me. Okay, while we deploying our application, we required a infrastructure. That infrastructure, we can be that infrastructure either servers, serverless computer, Docker management, Kubernetes management, file storage, whatever may be, either we can able to get it from AWS, Google, or Azure, but naming conventions are different. For example, virtual servers in AWS we calling as instance, in Google virtual machines, in Azure virtual machines, yes, please. But naming conventions are different, but the same kind of infrastructure either by AWS or Google or Azure. But we are recommend to learn at least two clouds on either AWS or Azure. Why multi-cloud? Because of cost saving. These are all the benefits, guys, please. Cost saving, better flexibility, better reliability, better performance, improve the security. These are all the reasons we are shifting into the cloud. But these two clouds are exactly we can able to automate by helping of Terraform. By using Terraform, we can automate AWS, we can automate Azure. By helping of Terraform, we can able to work with what multi-cloud at a time. So just to be writing a script, and by executing the scripts, and we can able to work with what multiple cloud. But today let us experience with what AWS for today. So either we are going to be learning AWS and Azure, but today let us focus on AWS, Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services, guys, please. In AWS total is around 45 plus services we are going to be learning, guys, please. 40 plus, 45 plus services we're gonna be learning in AWS. In AWS, this 45 services we're dividing into the four models. One is VPC model, EC2 model, RDS model, S3 model. VPC is nothing but what? Network. EC2 is nothing but what? Server. RDS is nothing but what? Database. S3 is nothing but a storage. VPC is nothing but a network. EC2 is nothing but a server. RDS is nothing but a database. S3 is nothing but a storage. What kind of infrastructure is required? We can able to get it from cloud. We can able to get it from cloud. But let us experience, sir, what is a VPC, what is EC2, what is RDS, what is S3. Let us experience, guys, please. For today, first let us understand what is a network. What is a VPC first? What is a VPC, guys, please? Virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud, guys, please. Virtual private cloud. So what is a private network, guys, please? Your office network. If you go for any office network, we have the computers are connected with internet cables, or not, tell me. That network we calling as what? Private network. A office kind of private network, if we can access over internet in virtual form, is nothing but what? VPC. What is a VPC, guys, please? A virtual private network, if we can access over internet, is nothing but what? VPC. EPC. By helping of EPC, we can able to get a network. See here. See here. So in AWS, anybody can able to getting into the AWS, you and me. Anybody can able to getting into the AWS, you and me. Once if it is getting into the AWS, you can able to create your network. This is your network. In this network, we can able to create a server. Server is just like a laptop. Server is just like your laptop. Okay, so we can able to create. So first we need to create a network. In this network, we can able to create a resources like EC2, RDS, whatever may be. The same thing, we can able to do it in your network also. In your VPC also. This is my VPC, this is your network, this is my friend's network. On AWS, we can able to create n number of networks. Those networks are fully secure. On top of, we can able to create infrastructure and services we can able to use it. For example, let's say Gmail. Am I right? Gmail. So in Gmail, anybody can able to log in. Am I right? Yes. We can able to log in with Gmail, anyone. Once if it is logged in, you can able to read your emails. Am I right? You can't be read my emails. You can't be read my emails, guys. You can't be read in my emails. The same way, if you log in your AWS account, you can able to access your resources, but not my resources. But the same way, once if it is create a network, we can able to create a EC2 server. What is EC2, guys, please? Elastic Compute Cloud. Elastic Compute Cloud, guys, please. Elastic Compute Cloud. The computing power like RAM, CPU, the computing power if we can access over internet from a laptop is nothing but what? EC2. By helping of EC2, we can able to create a n number of servers. Server is just like your laptop. Which are all the components available in your laptop? The same components we are gonna be using in your laptop. So which are all those, guys, please? CPU, operating system, hard disk, RAM, firewall, network card, guys, please. Which are all the components available in your laptop? Same component we are gonna be using in your laptop also. The same components you are using in server also, but naming conventions are different. But the laptop is just for home purpose, but your server is for deploying your applications. Your server is for deploying your application, guys, please. Your server is just for application, guys, please. For example, let's say I want to deploy Netflix kind of application. For example, let's say I want to deploy Netflix kind of application, guys, please. So if you want to deploy Netflix kind of application, what I need to do, please, first, I want to create a network first. After successfully creating a network, and we're gonna be creating a server. On top of the server, we are placing Netflix. On top of the server, we are placing Netflix. Once if it is placed, our Netflix kind of application, then we can access our internet as a website. But where exactly we can able to maintain our customer information, login information, where exactly we can able to maintain in a database by helping of RDS. We can able to get a database like a MySQL database, Oracle kind of database, any kind of database which we can able to get it. By helping of RDS, we can able to get a database. On top of it, we can able to maintain our customer information, login information, subscription information. Yeah, great. By helping of VPC, we can able to get a network. By helping of EC2, we can able to get a server. By helping of RDS, we can able to maintain a customer information. Customer information, yes, please. Customer information, yes, please. But what is the major purpose of Netflix? What is the major purpose of Netflix, please? What is the purpose of Netflix, please? Browsing videos. Browsing videos. Watching web series. So if it is a Blu-ray print, if it is a more than 6 GB of file, 6 GB of file, how exactly we can able to please by helping of S3. Simple storage services. Simple storage services, S3. By helping of S3, remove simple storage services, S3. By helping of S3, yeah, please. Let us continue, guys, please. Yeah, thanks for waiting, guys, please. Yeah. So S3 means what exactly? S3 is a storage. So we can able to download or upload any kind of file, please. We can download or upload any kind of file, please. Any kind of file, please. Yeah. So for example, VPC is nothing but a network, EC2 is nothing but a server, RDS is nothing but a database. So by helping of this infrastructure, we can able to deploy our application, anything either Redbus or Netflix, anything else, please, by helping of an automated DevOps transparent pipeline, guys, please. Guys, please, up to this point, do you have any question? Anamika, Nihal, Neha, any question, please? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. So, but shall we experience this practically? What I'm explaining right now, can able to experience, guys, please? Yeah. If you want to experience, first we need to create an account. First, we need to create an account. How to create an account, please? How to create an account? Yeah, I have a document. Please be use the document and you can able to create a account. So I will provide the document, please. One second. I will download and upload, please. You can download this. You can please let me upload. Please let it be upload here. Or else you can use this link. You can access. Either you can download or use link. Anyone. Once if it is open, once if it is download this file from, once if it is download from chat box, please, once if it is open, please search for what are the first step, guys, please? AWS console. And create a new account. Once if it is create a new account, please fill your all the details, email address, password, confirm password, account name. Yeah, so it is a 12 months free. It is a 12 months free. That means for entire services, no. Some of the free trial, some of the paid. Some of the paid, some of the free. 12 months of free trial access. Once if it is fill that, please be go for personal information. Please fill your all the details like a full name, phone number, country, address. We need to fill your all the details, guys, please. Once if it is filled, please choose debit card only. Don't provide any credit card. Please be use only debit card. Once if it is provide your debit card details. Once if it is use debit card details. By providing OTP, it will detect only just for 2 rupees only. It is just for verification only. These 2 rupees also revert back to your account within 24 hours. And provide your phone number. Provide your phone number. Once if it is provide the phone number. And by providing OTP, it will be activated. Once if it is inactivated, okay, by choosing a basic plan, your account will be inactivated within 24 hours. Once if it is inactivated, you will be landing into this page. By providing your username, password, you will be landing into this page. Yeah, we can able to create any kind of services. Guys, please, after successfully sign up, the login, let it be show you, please. How exactly, please let us go to the Google. Please type AWS console. Sign into the console. Signed out. Let it be like login again, please. I want to show you to login, how to log in, please. So type it AWS console. Click on sign in. You will be landing into this page. Please click on root users. Click on create root user. Click on create new user. DevOps 04 ISC, please. Once if it is done, please be use password. Once if it is provide the password. And it is asking MFA code, multi-factor authentication code. It is not required in your case. In my case, it's okay. Please. So this is linked with my mobile. Let it be. So I'm gonna be providing. So once if it is provided, then you will be landing into this page, guys. Yeah, if you want to create EC2, if you want to create a server, we go for EC2. If you want to create VPC, yeah, please be choose here. Okay, just be click on EC2. If you want to create EC2, yeah. So what is EC2, guys, please? As we discussed, guys, please. By helping of EC2, can able to create a server or not? Yes, definitely. Am I right? Definitely. Definitely, yes, please. First, let us see what is EC2, please. Let us understand, please. What is in exactly EC2? Elastic Compute Cloud. Elastic Compute Cloud. The computing power, if we can access our internet in elastic form, is nothing but what? EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. By helping of EC2, we can able to create a server. Just server, basic computer. Server is just like your basic computer, and which are all the components available in your laptop. The same component we are gonna be using in server also. But naming conventions are different. Operating system, CPU, hard disk, RAM, firewall, network card. So which are all, these are all the components we are using in server also. But naming conventions are different. Please, here is we calling as an operating system. Here we calling as AMI. Here is a CPU. Here is instance type. Here is a hard disk. Here is a EBS. Here is a RAM. Here is a RAM. Here is a firewall. Here is a security group. Here is a network. Here is an IP address. Got it. Which are all the components available? The same components we are using server. But your laptop is just for home purpose. Browsing, web series, practice in DevOps, for dev environment we are using. But server is not like that. For deploying our applications. For deploying our applications, yes, please. For deploying our application. Sir, which are all the steps we are going to be? Which are all the steps we are going to be, guys, please? These are all the steps. So how to create server? Which are all the steps, guys, please? Yeah. These are all the steps we are following. Then we are going to be creating, guys, please. So please wait 1 second. So please use, these are all the steps, please. By using these are all the steps, we can able to create. First, we need to create a AWS account login and create, please we choose EC2 services, launch instance and count, Ubuntu Linux AMI, instance type as a T2 micro, it has 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. And we need to create a PEM file. PEM file is just like a password. We need to create a default network and subnet. So please choose SSH and HTTP. And SSH means what? Linux to Linux. HTTP means what? We can access our internet as a web server. We can choose a default 8 GB of root volume is nothing but a hard disk. By choosing a launch instance, we can able to create a server. Shall we try to create a server, please, right now? Yeah. What are the first step, guys, please? Search for what? EC2. Please we choose EC2. Please be choose EC2. Click on launch instance. Click on launch instance. How many instances you want? Count and name. I want to make this server as a web server. I want to make this server as a web server. Once if it is chosen web server, if it is scroll down, please choose any operating system, either Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Windows, Red Hat, Debian, any operating system, guys, please. Please choose Debian for today. Please choose Debian for today. So please choose Debian for today. T2 micro, it has 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. Myself, Ohio key. And SSH. All traffic, please choose all traffic. Please choose 8 GB. So, okay, I'll repeat again. So count and name. So please choose Ubuntu operating system. Please T2 micro, it has 1 core CPU, 1 GB RAM. And either if you are an existing server, you are a second time, please go for an existing PEM file. But if you are a first time, please be create an PEM file. So let it give a name. My key 09 July 25. With this name, we're gonna be downloading a PEM file. Once if it is download a PEM file, you're gonna be using this PEM file. If you lose this PEM file, that means you're gonna be losing a server. And then all traffic. An 8 GB of hard disk. Click on launch instance. Click on launch instance. Once if it is launch instance, we can able to choose here. Clear, all of you understood this? How exactly we can able to create a server? But while creating a server, did I pay any amount? Nothing. Did I pay anything? No. But how much time is taken? Hardly is around 2 minutes. But if you want to buy a laptop, how much time? It will take couple of days, am I right? But what about physical server? It is not easy. If it is the physical server, not easy. It will take couple of weeks also. But so I didn't pay anything, but immediately whenever I want, we can able to get a server or not. This server, whatever we are using the server can able to use for deploying our application or not. Yeah, I can able to make the server as a web server. I can able to getting into the server and we can able to install our web server, guys, please. But the server is running on where exactly? Where the server is running? Not in a laptop. The server is located in US East. The server is located in US East. One of the reason name called 2C, one of the data center. So from your laptop, we can able to getting into this web server and we can able to install our software as per a requirement. Got it very clearly. So tomorrow, how we can able to getting into the server, how to use those servers, we are going to be an experience by tomorrow class, guys, please. So today's session will be recorded. Today's session will be recorded. I will be uploaded here. So this drive, I'm going to be giving an access by tonight. Who paid, who done the payment. So I will give an access, and every day student, each and every day, please be open student information file. Whatever the link here is displayed, please be join from here. Please be join from here. Clear? Is it perfect? Yeah. Can any questions, please, Nihal, Anamika?
Like every day we will have the sessions, right? Practical sessions.
Every day, every day.
And if we miss any class, then
That's what recordings.
okay.
Yeah, you have to follow on the day recording section. Yeah,
Okay.
please. Anamika, do you have any questions, please?
Nothing from now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we'll continue by tomorrow. Thank you. So please be do register if you're interested. Please do registration. We'll be continue by tomorrow. Okay. So with the same time, same link. Thank you. Thank you.